Hello friends, schoolsteps.in welcomes you again. In this tutorial, we'll discuss how to create cards for the Android Wear. Cards present information to the users with a consistent look and feel across the different applications. Cards can be created in two ways. One is the use or extend the card fragment class. The second way is to add a card inside a card scroll view in your layout. Let's talk about the first one. The card fragment class provides a default card layout with a title, description and an icon. So you should use this approach to add cards to your wearable application. If the default card layout shown right here meets your needs. So if you see, here is the title, here is the description, and this one is the icon. So this is the default layout provided by the card fragment class. Let's achieve it first. Open Android Studio, go to File, click on New Project. Let's give the application name as My Card. Click on Next. Choose Wear from here. Uncheck phone and tablet for the time being. Click on Next, Next, and click on Finish. It will create a project for you. Once the project is created, on the left hand side, right click on the layout folder, go to New, go to XML and click on Layout XML file. Let's give the name as Custom Layout and click on Finish. It will create a custom layout.xml for you. Let's change the design AVD to round and let's go to the source. Select all and delete everything. Right here, let's say Android dot support dot wearable dot view dot box inset layout. So we are again gonna define the box inset layout as we did in the previous tutorial. Let's define the schema. After defining the schema, let's define the background. So we need to say background and let's say IC underscore launcher. The next thing which we need to define is the layout height and width. So layout height, and let's define it match parent, and let's say layout width, and again let's define match parent. The next thing which we need to do is to define a frame layout inside the box inset layout. Let's define the width as match parent and height as match parent. Let's define the ID of frame layout as well. So we need to say ID and we need to say, let's say frame underscore layout. Now let's go to the main activity.java. Right here, the first thing which we need to do is, rather than calling the activity underscore main in the content view, we need to call custom layout, which we have just created. The second thing which we need to do is to delete this piece of code as we are calling the custom layout now. And if we keep this piece of code, it will keep giving us errors. So this piece of code was generated automatically. Let's delete it. Now the first thing which we need to do here is to create the object of the fragment manager class, and to achieve this we need to take the help from the get fragment manager method. It will return us the object of the fragment manager. Now the next thing which we need to do is to create the object of the fragment transaction. So we need to say fragment transaction is equal to, let's take the help from the fragment manager. So we need to say fragment manager dot begin transaction. This will return the object of fragment transaction. Next we need the object of the card fragment. So we need to say card fragment is equal to card fragment dot create, and here we need to pass three parameters. The first parameter is the title, second parameter is the description, and the third parameter is the icon. Let's create the title and description first. So we need to go to strings.xml, which is right under the values. Right here, let's create a string let's say title, and let's say my card here. In the similar way, let's create the description. Let's go back to the main activity.java. So right here we need to say get string r dot string dot title. The second parameter is again string, so we need to say get string r dot string dot description. The third parameter is icon, so you need to say r dot drawable dot, let's say IC underscore launcher, which is right here. Let's run our program now. Here is the output on the round variable as well as on the rect variable. This one is the title, this one is the icon, and this one is the description. The next thing which we need to make sure is that on the round screen, which is right here, we need to align the card to the bottom of the screen without cropping its content. Let's do it. Let's go back to the custom layout.xml. All we need to do is inside the frame layout, we need to say app colon layout underscore box is equal to bottom. That's it. Let's run our program again. Here is the output again on the round device. You can see that we have aligned the card to the bottom of the screen right here. So if your requirement is just to display a title, small description and an icon in the card, then you can achieve it using the card fragment. Friends, with this I take your leave. Thank you so much. Please like our page on facebook.com/letsandroid. If you have any query, do write us at info@schoolsteps.in or schoolstepsin@gmail.com. Thank you.